Spider-Geddon #1, written by Jed McKay and pencils by Gerardo Sandoval. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I'm sorry. Um, Basically, this is a story with Spider-Punk. Spider-Punk is an alternate dimension Spider-Man that is actually um, Hobie Brown in this universe. I don't know what happened to Peter Parker in this universe. I can't remember. I don't know if they explained it in his Edge of Spider-Verse thing. But anyway, he's a punk rock version of Spider-Punk, and that's two of my favorite things, punk rock music and Spider-Man. So I was like, dope, I'm all for this. But anyway, this is the gateway into the next big Spider-Man centric event. If you don't know about how Marvel does do their events, they kind of break it down into like the three major parts. They break it down into like Avengers, X-Men, and Spider-Man events. I mean, sometimes you have like Fantastic Four events, but they're kind of like included with the Avenger events, I think. But anyway, so yeah, Spider-Geddon is going to be the next big Spider-Man event where you're going to get all the different universe Spider-Man. And I think what they're trying to do is clean house in the Spider-Man world to make sure there's not that many Spider-Mans, because there are like tons of Spider people like currently, like too many. How many people can you have in one universe that spin webs and stick to walls and stuff like that? Like there are too many. So I'm hoping like this clears some of them out. I do want them to keep Spider-Punk because this issue was a ton of fun. Like, let me just start off with the story opens with Spider-Punk fighting the punk rock version of Thunderstrike, because Spider-Punk is like, you're breaking my rules, man. No gods, no masters, no conformity at all. And like Thunderstrike is trying to lift his hammer so he can like become the Thor or whatever. But yeah, anyway, he beats him up, and Kang the Conqueror from the year 2099, I think he's from the year 2099, shows up and wants to capture Spider-Punk before he dies, because he's told him like, yeah, you're about to die soon. Your life expectancy is coming to an end real soon, and I've turned you into like a merchandising character, and what better way to increase sales for you by bringing the real life thing to the present, to my time, to capitalize on that. And Spider-Punk's like, oh no, I'm not conforming to that, because that's the punk rock thing to do. And he fights like these like mini versions, like these like mini merchandising stuffed animal versions of him. He goes to find Captain Anarchy, which is like the punk rock version of Captain America. And Captain Anarchy is fighting like what looks like what were they? They were the Annihilus Wave, but they were obsessed with Beach Boys music, like surfer music. So they were fighting against that. Spider-Punk goes to Captain Anarchy to get this tape, because he's like, this is the thing that can save the day for himself, I guess. So he gets the tape, and he goes to this guy he kept calling Robert. So in my head, while I'm reading this book, I'm like, who is Robert? Who in this Marvel universe is about to get punkified? And I forgot that Bruce Banner's, in some of I think the old TV show, his name was Robert Bruce Banner or something like that. In some of the comic books, he's been called Robert as well. So I forgot about that. And it was a nice little Easter egg, because in like the normal universe, the moment the Hulk gets angry, he becomes the Hulk. And in order for the Hulk in order for Robert Bruce Banner to turn into the Hulk in this universe, he has to listen to like some heavy metal music. So he listens to the heavy metal music and turns to like this big heavy metal version of the Hulk, and they save the day and whatnot. And then Mayday Spider-Girl shows up, saying like stuff's about to go down, same kind of stuff that brought us all together in the first place, like with the inheritors. So you need to come on because stuff's about to get real. And he goes because he's like, well, King already said I'm not expected to live much longer, and I guess this is the reason why. So let's find out what's going to happen. And it's better to have a team than just try and fight it on my own. So he goes, and then next issue is going to be the robot Japanese Spider-Man person. I can't remember her name, but she was in the Edge of Spider-Verse comic too. So I really dig this issue. I really hope they keep Spider-Punk because I love Spider-Punk so much. Like I said, it's two of my favorite things, Spider-Man and punk rock music. So I want them to keep him around. I think they will because he's a skin in the he's actually a pre-order skin in the Spider-Man Insomniac game. The only reason I know that besides the YouTube videos is because I pre-ordered the Spider-Man game. Yeah, I fell into that trap. But yeah, I wanted them to keep him around. I want him to have his own book because he's awesome. That he really needs to get his own book. And I would just like to see the world, like the punk rock world of the punk rock Marvel Universe world. I think that'd be really cool to see. And so yeah, I hope he stays around. I would give this issue like a 7.5 out of 10. I enjoyed it, but it's not like, it's no like thing that I'm gonna like buy and hang it up and put in like plastic and hang it up on the wall or something like that. It's just a fun issue and stuff like that. It's just to plant the seeds of Spider-Geddon and get people to start talking about it and start wondering what this event is that is going to have to bring all these spider people together.